We're live.
Are we live?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wow. First of all, fucking new background.
No, yeah.
uh, yeah, wow. Anyway, all right, so ladies and gentlemen, our vice president of operations, Paul.
I'm happy you all can be here tonight. Thank you for this global success that we call the Bay Podcast. We got some numbers for 2024 since we're going into the award show. Over 22 countries listened to us last year. That is an accomplishment that is bigger than the 20 countries from 2023. We are up year over year in countries listened, and also total listens are up. We were at 11,582 last in 2024. We're at just under 15,000. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, RSS, our distribution chain, as well as Liquid Death and Fanatics. We'd like to thank them all for providing such great support. And we'd like to thank all the fans as well. A few things to get off our chest here. We'd like to take the time to wish the citizens of California well in their fight against wildfires. The Bay Podcast has donated $25 to the American Red Cross.
Hell yeah.
To help that fight. I'd also like to thank Crow, Trey, and Buzz for not doing their jobs only 4 times out of the last year. We did do a show 48 out of 52 weeks. That's actually very good by their standards if you know them. We'd like to thank Crow for being a good host.
Thank you.
Buzz being a workhorse.
Thank you.
And we're not thinking the other guy.
Damn.
Anyways, that's all we really got. It's the awards show tonight. Crow, 2 hours. Everybody enjoy and have fun, and I'll see you at the middle of the year for our mid-year press conference.
Hit the music.
There's no music.
Yeah. So, like, there's never any music. But
I mean, I think I know how we can end that press conference.
so
That was amazing. Hell yeah.
You know, we could just end the show right now. I mean, we're not going to get any better than that.
That was synchronicity right there.
yeah, but there was a part of it that I heard that I didn't. I mean, amazing is a word. You mother. I'm okay.
Guys, it's the first show of the year.
Welcome to the Bay Podcast. Welcome to the Golden Barnacles and the Russell Otter Awards. We took some time off at the end of the year because holidays and shit, and we were like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah, holidays.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. It's all about the days of holidays.
Mm-hmm.
But holidays are
yeah.
over. And
They are
now
over.
the everybody's favorite recurring holiday has restarted back up, and that's the holiday of the Bay Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I do have news about next year though, guys. First of all, I would like to thank you too, Paul, for being a great executive vice president of whatever the fuck you do around here.
Of vice presidencies.
Vice presidency of vice
presidency.
presidencies of statistical operations.
Hey, Crow.
Yeah, what's up?
December 23rd this year.
Mm-hmm.
It falls on a Tuesday.
Oh. No, boy. Wait
Crow?
a minute. Wait. What?
This year's art started off great.
Are you
Bridge
saying
Day's
we
back,
get Bridge Day on the ultimate of days.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be Bridge Day. We're on the countdown to Crow and Trey with Buzz present WrestleMania 20 Tuesday. Brought to you by the Bay.
No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
Crow, you
the
in?
world's not ready for that.
You mean to tell me that I'm going to need to buy liquor?
Yes.
Oh no! Whatever shall I do? Yeah, I'm in. Of course.
Just fill up your bathtub. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, just gotta grab some banquets. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's our award show. We normally have it like at the end of the year, and at the beginning of the year. We normally split it up, but because we're fucking lazy, we're gonna do it all at once. And plus, like that new golf league came out yesterday, and Tuesday, and we were like, you know what? Fuck it.
I would
It
like
was
to,
it was really good.
it was a fun,
was a lot of
it was a
fun.
fun watch, and we would like to
It was
congratulate.
a lot of fun.
And I just wanted on record, we would like to congratulate the Bay Golf Club on one hell of a victory in the
That's
inaugural game. So
That's really the other reason why we tuned in, and we ended up being pleasantly surprised.
it's all
was-
like, it was fun. I liked it.
More than we could have expected. And if you guys don't think that the Bay Golf Club is real, look them up because they are.
They are. The Bay Golf Club exists.
By the way, we are also working on our Blue Sky. We will be getting that up here soon.
Blue
Buzz
Sky.
Crow and I will all have control over it. And
Sweet.
our Facebook is to be discussed.
We haven't used that thing in a minute.
I
know.
honestly, I don't think other than the Messenger, I don't really use Facebook.
That's-
I
we
mean,
might have to sunset that. I mean, keep it up for like
archival purposes.
archival purposes,
Yes.
but that might get sunsetted.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm usually pretty lackluster in the world of social media anyway. So, but hey, it's all like
You never know.
you never know. But yeah, I haven't used, like I said, the Messenger is the only thing that I use out of Facebook now. I really don't use Facebook anymore, or Meta, or whatever it is called these days. So,
I try my best to use social media, but like every time I do, it's just like,
yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm too old school or not. I can't handle a huge dose of social media. Like I just can't do it.
I also think that like outside of here, like I'm a very private person.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you guys of course know what's going on most of the time, but it's like outside of like my close circle, it's just like nobody knows.
No, but yeah,
Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows what I do in my spare time.
it's all
I mean,
like,
and that's
that's
kind of
basically-
just what it is. But like, yeah. I mean, because like I don't ever see you on Facebook. I think I use Facebook more out of you two from the three of us because, quite frankly, I'm an old man. And only old people use Facebook.
It's all like Crow is the oldest out of all of us, for sure.
Yeah.
He has the most mileage.
Yes.
I will say this though, I have been using Instagram a lot more lately than Facebook.
I
and
have
that's
been
just
using, yeah. I think I've been on. I mean, I don't post pictures or anything, but I got a lot of people that are on Instagram.
No, you've been sharing a lot of shit from Instagram lately, and I'm just like, Buzz, I didn't peg you as an Instagram user.
So like, I usually don't,
I
but
don't think anybody really pegs Buzz.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think he's
I don't
that
think
type
Buzz
of
is
guy.
into that.
I
honestly.
am usually yes. I can confirm that I'm usually peg free, but
Usually peg free.
I mean, I've been peg
it
free.
depends on the
or
weekend,
No,
I
yeah,
guess.
it depends on how much there is in a certain amount of liquid intake of a certain beverage.
Oh,
you
God.
just never know.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you
boy.
never know.
This episode, this show is getting off to a great start in 2025. We've lost 2 listeners already.
Hell
on
yeah.
the live stream.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
The show wasn't for them. You know what? 2025, none of these shows are for you. These are for us.
This entire podcast is for us from now on.
Yeah. Fuck it.
It's all like,
Um,
Come for the bad jokes, stay for the bad takes. It's great.
yeah, Buzz.
yeah.
What football games do we have going on this week? I didn't do any
Oh, yeah.
predictions, so
Oh, you're talking about NFL now. I'm going to assume yes, because for those that don't know, it is playoff edition. It's all like this week. We've got the Chargers and the Texans.
Chargers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got the Chargers.
yeah. The only reason they're away is because they're the wild card compared to, but they actually have a better record than Texans. We've got the Steelers versus the Ravens. So
Steelers.
Why is that? We're always predicting the Steelers and the Ravens.
it's all like it's fun. It's one of them things.
It's funny how
It's a
that
di-
works.
It's a division game that is now in the playoffs. It's all like
Ravens.
I got Chargers. I'm gonna have Ravens.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, let me actually get into the docs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do that real quick. Let's just do that real quick. We'll just knock it out.
Well, luckily, like football, it's not like a whole slew of games. It's because we're in playoffs
it's
now.
very limited games this year. This time of year, because football's almost over. And you know what? I think we're gonna do this again next year because this was a good little segment and it brought up a lot of laughs.
I think we will get rid of AI around next year.
I think so too. I think that was the only downside because I feel like we were just chasing artificial intelligence, and it just wasn't fun for me.
Hold on. Buzz.
Yeah.
Talk about the game that's about to happen in what 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, did we forget about that?
We're not predicting it, so Buzz can talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? What's going on?
What college, Buzz? College.
Oh.
Shift gears for a moment.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you had me confused. Because of course, for those that don't know, it's all like the collegiate league also has, guess what? Their college football playoffs. Of course, right now we've got Penn State versus Notre Dame, duking it out.
Irish. Go Irish.
Go Irish. Go Irish.
Reluctantly, it's Irish.
It's not even reluctant with me. Fucking,
no,
I need an Irish
super-
win right
So
now.
like,
It's super reluctant.
I'm gonna go with Penn State on this one here, guys.
You bitch.
It's all like I'm going with Penn State on this one here. It's all like,
Bitch.
and then tomorrow's game, which will determine who faces the winner of this game. It's good because this is the Capital One Orange Bowl. We're gonna have the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic between number 5 Texas versus number 8 Ohio State. It's all like this was 6 and 7 going today.
I think Ohio State will win this one, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I already told Buzz I'm predicting Ohio State to go all the way.
Now this is me reluctantly picking Ohio State on this one here.
I'm also reluctantly picking Ohio State
because
I got Notre Dame winning the whole damn thing.
It's all like because I want Texas to stomp a mud hole in Ohio State. But with that being said, I think this is an all Big Ten championship this year. I really do. It's all like
that's valid. Fair.
Oh, so you're adding the college games. All right.
Why not?
The college games.
Why not? There's only 2 more.
3 more technically. I mean,
3 more. Yeah, fuck Texas, as far as I'm concerned.
All right. So we have our next NFL game, guys. We have the Buffalo Bills going up against Bo Nix.
Bo!
Yeah.
The Bozone
Guys,
Lair.
Listen. Here's my thing. Okay, I understand that Buffalo is a solid team. And I've been on record to say that one day Buffalo will eventually find their way into the Super Bowl and may win the whole damn thing one of these days.
I mean, they tried 4 times,
The
I
butt
guess.
of the butt of the joke, they are no longer anymore. They have been consistent. However, they have not played playoff football against Bo Nix. So you're gonna have to go with Bo Nix here.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think anybody's played playoff football against
They're about
Bo
to find
Nix.
out. They're about to find out.
They're gonna bow around and find out.
They're gonna bow around and Nix out. That's what's gonna happen.
That's all like they're gonna try and win, but they're just gonna bubble out. Bubble out. Gotcha. I got you.
All right, we are done with this joke. All right.
It's all like, I guess the weather's cold outside. They're gonna, they're gonna get a nice big old bow day. Gotcha.
Next up, we have Green Bay versus Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly.
I got
Yeah.
Green Bay,
Philly.
and that's purely because fuck Philadelphia.
Oh no, yeah, I can respect that.
You know, I gotta stand on business every now and again.
Well, you know what, Crow?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the Packers.
Yeah.
Fuck the Packers. I mean, fuck them one way or the other. But you know,
Yeah, they could have saved us an
Uh,
entire week, but they couldn't get the job
Philly-
done.
Philly before. I want Philly out before Green Bay.
Here's why I wouldn't mind Philly winning the Super Bowl
I do.
because then
I
no,
mind
listen,
completely.
Listen, it would be the funniest and most Giants thing if Saquon
Wow.
escapes New York and wins. Wait, is this his first or second year with Philly?
The second year, I believe.
Yeah, and wins his second year with Philly.
I don't like that because then that ruins my headcanon of the Giants going in and winning it all.
It's all like, yes, and
No. When I say the Giants, I meant Detroit. I'm sorry.
Oh, the Lions.
yeah, because I was just about to say, I, for reasons that are known, do not like Trace
Don't worry.
proposal.
Hey, Buzz. I got you this year. I got you.
all right.
I have nothing left.
Listen, Buzz. Listen, I put $5 down on the Lions. You know this.
Yes.
I'm just saying, though. If you guys get done early, then Ben Johnson can interview for the Bears head coaching
Yeah.
position.
Listen
finally
up, you
end
little
this whole thing.
snake. All right.
Listen. Vegas is backing me up on this. Okay, Ben Johnson's the favorite to get this job. We just need him to interview. We can't do that if he's playing football.
My
Yeah.
gosh, such selfishness
I'm-
here.
I'm not selfish. I'm using logic.
No, it looks like you're being selfish.
Exactly. Selfish.
You know what,
Get
bro?
Pete
Shut
Carroll
up,
like
okay?
the rest of them. I mean,
No,
Yeah, you will get Pete Carroll and you will like it.
no, we will not get Pete Carroll. You shut your bitch mouth.
You know, you could have had it all. You could have had Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, but you chose to take him back. So you
I
know
didn't
what?
choose. I didn't choose. It's not my team.
they didn't get his
Clearly, Jerry
consent.
Jones's team.
Yeah. Y'all just living in his world. It's Jerry's world.
Kurt,
Yeah, we're just
Hey-
living
hey,
in Jerry
bro.
Jones's world. What?
you know what the funniest thing's gonna be?
When we re-sign Mike McCarthy for another like 5
200
years. Yeah, 200 years.
No, I was gonna say it's gonna be the funniest thing when we take Ben Johnson from Buzz and then trade both our second round picks to get Micah Parsons from the Cowboys.
Oh, God.
Like, well,
What the fuck?
I think Mike is gonna stay.
He better stay, or it's gonna be Jerry Jones doesn't think he's worth it.
Well, the thing is, he used that logic with Dak Prescott,
Yeah.
and now look at him. I think he's fine.
You know, if Dak thinks the team sucks so much, maybe he should, renegotiate his contract.
Well, hey,
To
good
get-
news out of Dallas, though. Good news out of Dallas. We don't have to deal with Ezekiel Elliott ever again.
Till you re-sign him. You know?
No, they
Until-
didn't. Nope.
Buzz, let the jokes start again.
Yes. So, like, we would like to
Ezekiel
congratulate the
Elliott's
Dallas
coming back.
Cowboys for re-signing Ezekiel Elliott for.
We did
So-
not re-sign Ezekiel Elliott. He's working with the practice squad of the Chargers.
So,
He's
like,
working
hey,
with your boy Harborough.
hey, whatever helps you sleep
Harborough.
at night. No, Harborough. Welcome to the
Harborough.
Harborough.
And so yeah, going in relation to the Cowboys, I ended up playing my the end of my NCAA career today, and I won with Stanford, and then I played Madden. I got through the combine. It's like, you're a middle first round pick. I'm like, that's good for a running back. I will take that. And that's like, you have been drafted by. Hello, Trey. This is Mike McCarthy. No.
So, like, you've
Damn,
been
how's it feel to be RB number 2 to Rico Dowell?
it's like getting in,
I'm not. I'm RB number 1.
That's fair.
But yeah, that ended up happening. So that's why I was like, I wish I could pull an Eli Manning and just be like,
Oh,
I don't want to play for the Cowboys.
to be honest with you, when you said that, I was completely like checked out for the day.
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, I was busy like just kind of vegging out, like watching like TikToks on my phone because pretty soon we won't even have that anymore to look forward to. So
I know. What's the like YouTube shorts?
yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of YouTube, I think YouTube's gonna be mentioned today in the awards. Next game, guys, Washington at Tampa Bay.
Give me Tampa Bay because fuck Washington.
Yeah, fuck Washington.
Washington for the upset, guys.
Dude, Jaden Daniels is better than Caleb Williams because Jaden Daniels is in the playoffs.
Why did I feel
No,
like you were?
bitch.
Why did I feel like when you said that you were about to announce Chelsea Green?
Chelsea Green. There you go.
That's better. Yeah.
Did you like that? Did you
I
like
did.
that?
I did.
Maybe I'll do it in Buzz Carlton next eventually.
Hey, can we
Just
get Grover doing Chelsea Green?
Oh gosh,
Grover, can you do Grover still?
I don't know. Let's see. Chelsea Green.
It sounded like Grover doing Paul Bear doing Chelsea.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yes, Chelsea Green. Oh.
What the fuck is this show? This show sucks.
Yes, that's the main event.
Minnesota at La Rams, guys.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
La Rams. I want La Rams to play the La Charge.
So like, yeah,
So you
that's,
can get a La game out of it.
Get a La game out of it, yes. That's the
So-
only reason why.
so like if the Rams play the Charge. So like,
Yeah, who's the home team, Buzz?
so like of the
Oh, wait.
what?
Yeah.
That second round divisional. Would that be?
Wait.
No, because if the Rams play the Charge, that's a Super Bowl. That's why I don't like it.
Yes!
Oh,
No.
It needs to happen. No, it doesn't need to happen.
It's all like, no, it doesn't.
does that would imply that Detroit
The
lost?
Lions,
And
I
you're
don't
gonna
think
you're
we're
gonna
gonna-
lose out on tens of dollars, Mister.
Tens of
$25.
dollars.
Thank you very much.
That's tens.
Look at that.
That's
There's
plural.
literally dozens of them. Dozens.
I used
There-
plural.
there
I
are
said
literally
tens
dozens.
of dollars.
There are literally dozens. I guess there are literally tens of dollars. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell
My
you what,
Bronny
though.
James bets are looking terrible now. By the way,
Dude, has he not did the thing yet?
he's not even played.
Yeah, that hurts.
You still got plenty of season left.
I am really happy though that that I did take Michigan State tonight to beat Washington. They're winning 16-1.
Hey.
Oh wait, a free throw. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's all like, ew.
Yeah, I know, but you know, and it's,
Yeah, don't bet on Arkansas. They are too inconsistent.
No, we do not.
And that's not even a coaching problem. That's a playing problem.
Yeah.
Like, we have all this high-end talent, but don't know what to do with it.
Coaching is important, especially in that level, you know. So it's
Yeah.
all about that. That was our problem for the last couple of years, and now, of course, we got Dusty May now that's doing pretty well for us down there. So
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Calipari, but he just hasn't done it for me yet.
yeah.
I mean, Duke's doing good again, guys.
You know what? Fuck Duke.
Oh, dude.
No one gives a shit about
I'm-
Duke.
I do.
That's you.
Trey, you're nobody. Shut up, Crow.
And he didn't even hesitate. He's just
Did I
like,
now?
"Fuck
Did
you."
I say that? Did I say you were a nobody?
You said nobody cares about Duke.
But
Which
did
would
I
imply
tell?
I
Did
am
I say
nobody.
that? No. That implies that you are just my buddy, and you just have a shitty taste in college basketball. That's all that implies.
Crow, your teams imply that you're a homer.
And
Speaking of homers, let's get to the award show that's made for homers.
Oh,
The Golden Barnacles. And
Golden
Russell
Barnacles and the Russell Otters. All right.
yes.
This is how we do it. We have Golden Barnacles, which is our best of 2024, and our worst of, which is our Rustled Otters, because that started out. Remember when Rustled My Jimmies was the thing? That's why it's the
Yeah.
Rustled Otters, because otters live in the bay, and we like otters because they're cute, and that's the only good thing about that.
No, Crow. Rustled Otters is because we had rustled my jimmies, and then there was a time when Buzz said it's an otter train wreck.
Mm.
Oh, that's
And-
right. That's right. But I'm implying that because otters are cute, that's the only good thing about Rustled Otters.
It's true. It's true because it's bad. It's the bad.
It is
awards.
bad.
It's
Yes.
bad. All right, let's get into it.
We doing
The
doing barnacles first or rusted otters? We never done them both on
we're
the
doing
same day.
Barnacles.
we're
Okay.
doing Barnacles.
Barnacles first.
Let's get the best of. All right, MVP award for the male category, guys. It's pretty obvious for me this year. I went with Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
I also went with Cody Rhodes. So like Cody Rhodes, it was his year, and
Mhm.
I can guarantee you he's not winning it next year because something tells me after this year he's going to slow down. So this might be
Oh,
the
100%.
last year of Rhodes. So
But I'm telling you, like, not only did he get the ball, he ran with the ball,
he did.
and he made a lot out of nothing.
He
I'll
did.
tell you that much.
He did.
guys. I went with main event Jey Uso.
Wow.
Oh,
If there's anybody who I believe is valuable to Raw, who I'm gonna watch anytime he's on TV, it was Jey Uso this year.
yeet.
This guy
That's
has
not
it all. He has it all. But there's one issue. I want him to win the Rumble, but also sentimental me does not want him to win the Rumble now.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is my prediction for the Rumble. I'm already gonna just tell y'all, Punk's winning the Rumble this year.
Oh no, I'm going with Cena.
Nope, I don't think Cena's winning. You know what I think though? You know what? Let's just do it. Fantasy booking time. Punk will be the one to eliminate John Cena,
Oh my god.
Oh,
and he will go into WrestleMania as the heel, and he will win, and he will finally main event his WrestleMania like he always wanted.
Wow.
Okay.
That could be happening.
Wrestling is a flat circle.
It is. It really is.
Everything comes back around. It's a love story.
Something heel, something face.
Yeah,
Something
that
work,
big old
something shoot.
something big white curtain around the ring. Anyway, all right, we'll go ahead and just briefly talk about Raw on Netflix. It was okay.
Yeah, it was. As I said before, it was Raw Plus. It was bigger than a regular edition of Raw. Not exactly a PLE level, but it was still enjoyable.
And I don't mind watching it live. It's actually gonna be a little bit easier for me to watch live now because I can watch it from fucking anywhere, without having cable. But did like the new mats. A lot of people were giving the mats shit. I didn't mind them at all.
It's easier on my eyes. I like dark mode mats.
And I also like Fortnite on the mat. I think that's just funny.
Jacob Fatu should be in Fortnite.
Oh yes,
Put Jacob Fatu
that
in
was great.
Fortnite.
If we don't get Jacob Fatu in Fortnite anytime soon, I will be so upset.
You so low.
Plop, 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 plop.
Jacob Fatu is like the only baby face in the bloodline.
Like we need to pitch that. All right, next up. Ooh, nice little graphic there for the Golden Barnacles there.
Oh yeah, I thought it was.
I like how you AI'd that. That's great. Anyways,
this was all done by scratch with my own fingers.
I
like how there's a WWE logo in the right hand corner. Like
that too.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the MVP award female. Guys, this is the only reason why AEW was any good at all.
Oh,
Timeless
yes.
Toni Storm.
Oh.
Yes, timeless Toni Storm, who, it doesn't matter. Toni Storm was the face of that, not only women's division, but of that company for the year of 2024. She did everything, and there's nobody that can top her for that 2024 year.
Speaking of topping, the world revolves around Mariah May, guys. Because as good as Toni Storm was as a babyface this year, Mariah May was an equally good heel, and that's why Toni Storm was heated up so much, and that's why Toni Storm now has amnesia, and she doesn't know anything because she's.
And that's why Toni Storm is proverbial power bottom. Anyways, moving on, we have the match of the year from the male. I went back and forth a lot on this one, but ultimately, Reigns and Cody at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I picked that as well. Not just because when you think match of the year, you're not just thinking the quality of the match. You're thinking of the overall thing, and that was the conclusion to what was at that time a 2-year long feud that took place, and it closed it in, and it also was led in from the night before. It was just a great close to the what is now known as Cody Rhodes' story. I also made that my match of the year.
Yeah, I went with Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks at Revolution 2024, just because of the fact that it was Sting's last match, and he went all out for that.
Yeah,
he did.
And you know what? That's fair.
He really did, and Darby almost killed himself. So
and here's the thing. Again, I was going back and forth with that match between Reigns and Rhodes and Sting's last match, because it wasn't like Ric Flair's last match where it was more sad than good. This was more good than sad. I mean, we watched the match together. You guys heard me cry. That's my hero.
Yeah. There goes
my hero.
Yeah. But he went out on top, man. That was a fun.
Yeah,
that was a fun match. That was.
He did. He went out on top.
And that was, I think, what we credited as one of the greatest end run bookings that we've ever seen anybody get. So
I agree. All right. Next up, we have the match of the year female.
Mm-hmm.
And we alluded this with Mariah May and Toni Storm. I think their match definitely was the best one of the year at All In. I think that was it for me.
That one was a good match. I actually went a little different. It was actually also I believe it was at All In as well. But it was the Chris Statlander Willow Nightingale street fight match that took place. I gave that one I'm sorry, that was All Out, not All In. So that was the match that I because once again it was I think fresh off of the turn. There was and both of them just went out there, did crazy things. I was impressed by both of them. Nightingale, Statlander did really well together. It's all and I give them props.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, so on this one, guys, this is where I start dipping into My Japanese wrestler, I went with Utami Hayashishita versus Io Sky at Marigold Summer Destiny. It was one of Marigold's debut events, and I think that they just blew it out of the water. And of course, Io Sky, I know Buzz has exclusive claim over the American.
So Io Sky
representation of
is
Io
indeed
Sky
my
on the
wife.
Fate
Yes,
podcast.
yes, I can confirm
But
this. So.
it was an amazing match this year, and that's why it's up here.
No, that's fair. I don't have any comment on that because
I guess I gotta actually see the match. I guess I've never actually seen it yet, so now it makes me want to see it. So
right,
Yeah.
right. All right, best talker, guys. I went with Drew McIntyre.
that's legit. That is legit. Drew McIntyre, since he came back, had one hell of a year.
He can cut a promo.
Yeah, I thought that this heel turn was really, really good for him. So and I think that this current run that he's on is among the best. I think he's in a sweet spot right now. So I've got no problems with this one. Just for the pure entertainment faction, I'm giving it to my female MVP, Timeless Tony Storm, on this one here.
Oh, that's
fair.
really good.
So
That's
because
fair. I think that might be like the first time we've had a female wrestler as the best talker.
Yeah, it is. It is.
so
That's really good.
breaking boundaries. That's what it. But I mean, how many times have we just watched her press conferences or heard her promos and be like, "Damn, this is gold." This was her year. She provided a lot of.
Her
Lot
thing
of
is
moments.
she's very quotable.
She's very quotable. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say like Rock and like Austin levels of quotable, but she is very quotable.
Yeah.
So
Um.
yeah, that's fair.
By the way, last year, Crow, you said LA Knight.
Mhm.
Buzz, you said The Miz, and I said CM Punk. And this year, guys, we're
Are you-
going for a repeat.
You're going with the
I'm
punkster.
giving it to Punker because everybody listens to him when he's talking.
That's fair. I mean, you're not wrong, and it's kind of funny because your Crow and your pick sort of interlink each other here a little bit
They
there.
kind of do. They
Yeah.
kind of do. They kind of do. All right, best in ring wrestler, guys. I went with Will Ospreay.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's
I mean,
fair.
like every time I've watched an Ospreay match last year, I was thoroughly impressed.
So yeah, you'll never hear an argument out of me when it comes to Will Ospreay. If you wanted, by all means, that's rightfully so. And probably even more deserving. I sort of gave this one as sort of like a farewell tribute. I gave it to Bryan Danielson.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Because he had a good farewell run with a lot of crazy matches towards the end there. So, but yeah, you'll get no arguments from me for Will Ospreay.
Yeah, I'm going with Crow on this one. I went with Will Ospreay.
There you go.
I think that he's out of everybody, he is AEW's MVP.
Oh,
Without
100%.
Without him, that entire brand is irrelevant. I mean, maybe not now that they got Kenny back, but we can't pick Kenny until next year. So
Yeah, Kenny only just came back.
yeah, he just came back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, next.
Yeah, next we have the most improved wrestler. Guys, I went with Jey Uso here.
That's fair.
Oh,
He
That's
had
fair.
for me anyway, he just I don't know. It's hard to explain because do I think he was the MVP? He had a very strong argument. Do I think he solidly improved from 2023 to 2024? You bet your ass. He went from getting run of the mill matches to slowly improving his stock within the WWE. And so, yeah, 100% he's the most MVP. He's the MVP. He's an obvious choice for MVP.
Yeah, that's you know what, that's fair, and we've already
Yeah.
taken notice. Like at War Games, who got the biggest pop? Jey Uso did. Like Jey Uso
Mhm.
is in a great spot right now, and they've done really well. And you know what, I'm going to say it. 2025 is going to be the year. So I'll like put that on a likely now. I think Jey Uso is going to be a world champion sometime during this year. I don't know what brand or what they got there, but he will. So that's good. That's a good one. I like Jey Uso. I actually went with with Trey's MVP female. I went with Mariah May on this one here, just to the fact that we got to remember that she debuted late in 2024. Like it was towards the like it was towards the like mid to late 2024, and from being Tony Storm's sidekick. I'm sorry, did I say 24? Yeah, like not late to 2024, but late 2023, I think, or something like that. But she went from just being the sidekick of Tony Storm to being where she's at now in that short period of time that she was there. I have to give her the award of most improved. Like, not saying that she was ever like bad in the ring, but improved isn't necessarily your wrestling ability; it's your overall position in the company as well. So you know,
Right.
Yeah. Guys, I was going back and forth even up to today about this one. I am going to give it to a woman as well, but I'm giving it to Tiffany Stratton
You
because
know, solid.
this year was the height of Tiffy time, guys.
this
And
this,
it capped
this
off
And
with that
now
women's
now
title win.
look at Tiffy time now.
2025
Yeah.
could be MVP award for her. So
Yeah.
I mean, her first
And
2025 show, she cashes in. I mean,
I was going between her and Liv, but then I'm like, you know what? Liv has
Liv
been
is
good.
Liv. Liv is Liv.
She's-
Liv has been
she's been-
consistently good.
Yeah, she's been good this entire time. She's improved, but like not by the amount that Tiffany Stratton has this year.
Yeah, like Liv has had the opportunities to show how good she is. Tiffany Stratton had only just gotten the rocket strapped to her back.
By the way, just to let you guys know, Tiffany Stratton's only been doing this for like what 2.5 years now, 2 years.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, give her fucking roses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and part of that was in NXT as well. So you know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, give her
Was
her
she part
flowers.
of NXT 2.0?
she was
Buzz,
part.
or
She was
original?
part of the colorful 2.0.
Oh, boy.
Was
Oh,
that
she was-
2024?
That was 2022.
Yeah, it's like
22.
22 or 23 or something like that.
It feels like yesterday.
Oh,
But yeah, she was a part of that initial movement. Like, you could say what you want about like the color schemes and their format, but you got to remember this was also a class that now gave us like Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker. So I mean, those two alone.
It was like original NXT. For every Tiffany Stratton and Braun Breaker, you had like shits.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to spoil any, but you know I have one of my worst stuff coming up.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Pay-per-view of the year. Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
pay-per-view of the year.
Last year, all of us for improved wrestler picked Dirty Dom.
Oh yeah. of
Well, that
course.
was legit, though. Yeah.
Now fuck Dirty Dom. Am I right, guys?
Fuck Dirty Dom.
I mean, on a wrestling
Bastard.
standpoint, he hasn't really done much. He's mostly just been sort of like the managerial like thing of either Rhea Ripley or Liv Morgan. So I mean,
Yeah, he's just been cannon fodder this last year.
yeah.
He's
All
getting
right,
paid a lot of
pay-per-view.
money to do it, guys. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Pay-per-view of the year, guys. It was
Oh,
hard.
God.
I ultimately went with WrestleMania 40.
Me too.
Me too.
Okay, great.
It's all like-
it's a clean sweep.
Yeah, like it was because that it doesn't matter if it was night 1 or night 2 as a whole. It was just a well structured pay per view. You know, it really was.
Yeah, I mean, just from top to bottom on both nights, they were just really fucking good.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
All right, best weekly show.
Is it a clean sweep again?
I went Raw.
If you went Raw,
I
yeah,
went Raw.
Yeah.
that's a clean sweep.
WWE Raw. By a mile.
Yeah, they've
by
been.
a-
Holy
I have-
shit! Two years ago, we all picked Dynamite as hands down the best show.
And it was that one. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and now, I mean,
So,
Raw's
like,
back on top.
Yeah, Raw got for a while there, I think Raw, because you got to remember, 2 years ago was also a certain someone running Raw that we won't mention on this show because he's on the list. But 3 hours was just too much for him to do, apparently, because he could barely write a 1 hour show for that matter. But now we've got a different creative standpoint for Raw. Not only that, but we did get a couple of 2 hour Raws towards the end there. But still, even with the 3 hour Raws, before all this Netflix stuff, you could definitely tell the change and shift. Raw got structured, it got organized, it got good, and now it's going to be 2025 is going to be interesting to see on Raw, to see how far they actually pushed the envelope on Netflix. I mean, it was just weird to actually be able to hear the crowd, saying the F-bomb, like, fuck you, and then The Rock, you can hear him, bullshit, that's bullshit, let's go, so this uncensorship, yet finding the ground between, how far they want to push things, it's going to be interesting to see, so I'm expecting a repeat.
From what I heard on Monday, you only censor or silence the crowd when you want to promote come out.
When beer talk comes up, no.
Yeah, when beer talk comes, because you own part of the beer company now.
Yes.
Yeah. Congratulations, you bet on the wrong horse. Anyway, next up we have signing of the year, Ospreay to AEW.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy to think that that is still not like 1 year old. I initially messed up because for some reason, I don't know why. Full disclosure, made a little oopsie. I was a year off because I said CM Punk to WWE, and then I was kindly reminded that it has been over a year now since he's been back. That's how fast time is going.
And I quote from Tuesday, Buzz, you voted on CM Punk for your signing of the year last year.
Yeah. So apparently I already did that. So been there, done that, guys. So
Ospreay
I did.
Was this year, right?
What's up?
Ospreay was last year, right?
Yeah, that I don't.
Let me check news here. November 2023. So.
Because mine, I ended up going because I think this is going to be a huge bolster. So, like, I picked mine to be a huge bolster to the now growing WWE Tag Team division. I picked the Motor City Machine Guns to WWE.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep mine.
Okay.
Because it's close enough to 2024.
He didn't debut. He didn't debut till this year.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean,
And Buzz, if you want to change yours to Ospreay, you can. I don't care. Guys, I went with WWE to Netflix.
Oh, that's a great signing.
You want to know the reason why? Because there's a billion reasons why.
There's a billion reasons.
Multiple billions of reasons why.
Yeah, that is absolutely the sunny year. It changed wrestling because you saw AEW shortly afterward go to Max, which, by the way, I have, for the past 2 weeks that it's been on there, I have watched Dynamite on Max, and it is very nice.
Oh, I bet. To be able to just fast forward through the bullshit.
Yeah. All right. Moment of the year, guys.
Moment of the year.
Yeah.
Hangman Page, Birds Up, Swerve's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swerve's
the house.
I changed mine today.
Mm-hmm.
I also put Hanger Burning House.
I had that one as well.
just that iconic photo of just Hanger just sitting there, just drinking while that house burns.
This is what I'm talking about, though. Like that's the thing. AEW gets shit on for no storytelling. Then they have good storytelling, but because they have so many bad things going on, nobody sees the one glowing thing that ends up happening, because then it just gets covered with more shit eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see the Raw video behind the scenes of that to see how fast Hangman Adam Page ran out of that seat before it got engulfed in flames, and then
Can
yeah.
we get that in the AEW vault, please?
The vault,
behind the
please,
scenes of
because
Hangman
The
putting down
AEW
sword toss?
Vault channel.
because
Yeah.
you know that all wasn't done in one take. You could see the flames practically at the chair, and then all of a sudden it's not. So I mean, no, that was definitely by far the moment of the year, and like that's his entrance video. It's just him sitting on that chair. So I mean,
And that kind of alludes to the next segment.
I think it
feud of
alludes
the year,
Yeah.
Paige Strickland.
That's exactly
Like, I mean,
yeah.
There wasn't a ton of AEW that I could say was great, but I could say Hanger and Swerve were good.
So like I officially gave my honorable mention to McIntyre and Punk though, for feud of the year.
100%. Like
Yeah.
that was.
And any other year that feud probably wins. Unfortunately, they got paired in the same feud as one of the best feuds in the past decade, which was Swerve Strickland and Adam Page.
Yeah. I went with Hangman and Swerve, guys.
Yeah.
If anything, Tony Khan says he does matches for the sickos. All of the matches with Hangman and Swerve have been absolutely sick and somewhat terrifying. Because every time they've...
Because
that's fine.
I mean, only...
It is literally... It's not on the level of Rock Austin, but it has that continuity where you know that at any moment...
Yeah, you just don't know.
They will kill each other.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't remember Rock and Austin ever sticking a man's gums with a syringe in his mouth. I mean...
Like, that was just pure sicko mode type.
For no
shit.
reason,
And, like,
yeah.
I normally don't like that kind of shit, but, like, come on now.
And let's not forget a chair shot to the head while the syringe is still in there.
Let's not forget last year's sicko mode, where Swerve drank Hangman's blood.
Oh gosh, I still got.
Or was it the other way around?
You know what? You know what?
I think it was the other way around. Yes, I think it was Swerve.
If AEW is going to keep doing this shit and WWE's on Netflix, which means there's no rules, I think next year we're going to need a sicko mode award.
I will say AEW stars really got to stop licking other wrestlers' blood. Like, that's getting a little...
That shit needs to stop.
Yeah.
We do have some minor, somewhat breaking news. Minor news. It looks like Malachi Black is done with AEW. I think that's in grass is green and water's wet type of thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because, who cares at this point?
Yeah. Yeah.
My question is, where do you put him with WWE? Because that's
it's not the same WWE as when he left. Like, it's stacked now.
He'd be like my fifth coolest person on that show instead of my first.
So like, but they got to get him with the wife. They got to get him with the wife again. So actually,
he will be part of the LWO.
So yeah, let's shock the world. Let's shock the world. Let's have him form a tag team with his former nemesis Andrade. So,
oh my god, yes. All right, next award.
Next award, the comeback wrestler of the year, guys. The Rock.
Oh, the final boss.
The Rock.
He had a solid fucking run.
I picked the other guy.
I picked Punk.
CM Punk comes back from an injury and gets entered into an honorable mention feud of the year. WWE's feud of the year for sure. It's all like, and then looks like he's going to be ushered into who knows what's going to happen in what is now known as the year of Cena. So, CM Punk got it this year. I think he came back. He entered War Games as the fifth man, and
you want last year's awards for comeback wrestler?
Yeah.
Crow, you picked CM Punk. Buzz, you picked Randy Orton. I picked WWE CM Punk, honorable mention AEW CM Punk.
That's right. He came back in both companies in the same year.
Yeah.
All right, WWE Wrestler of the Year.
Yep.
I had to think about this one. I didn't want to obviously go with Cody Rhodes.
Got no choice. It was his.
Yeah.
I had no choice. Honorable mention to
No,
Gunther.
okay.
You know.
Okay, question. How like when did Seth did Seth just recently come back?
Who?
Seth
Seth
Rollins.
Rollins.
So he's been back for a couple of months now.
Okay, then I originally had Seth. And I started thinking about it. I was like, wait, he'd been out since Mania. How could he like?
He wasn't out since Mania because he came back, had his little spat, and then Bronson Reed took him out for a little bit, and then he came back again.
Yeah.
So he was on and off for a little bit over the
Yeah, you know what?
summertime.
Cody Rhodes. I'm changing my mind. I am obligated to do that.
Well, I have
Just
him as my
because-
MVP, so I mean, I gotta
I pick Bunker or not
Yeah.
Bunker. Cody.
Bunker. Okay,
I
that
might
yeah,
as well
but
pick Bunker at this point.
Hey,
That's
real quick
old
for
school,
indie
Trey.
wrestler, for our next category, indie wrestler of the year. Who did I pick?
Last year,
Yeah.
Warhorse.
Well, I'm picking Matt Cardona.
Oh yes.
Nah, I'm going with Zack Sabre Jr. We've seen him have some great matches in AEW. We've seen him a couple of times in Ring of Honor, all that fun stuff. So he's everywhere. New Japan guy, you know. You gotta love Zach.
I'm picking this guy because the only reason is because this is our award show. God damn it!
Oh,
And he was in the clusterfuck this year. Guys, I'm picking Dan Severn.
The man.
He wrestled.
Severn.
He wrestled on the independent scene in 2024.
It
Therefore,
counts.
he's an indie wrestler. Therefore,
It
he's
counts.
eligible.
we
It
did.
count.
We did mark the heck out when we saw his ass go in there. We're like, yes, Dan fucking
He
Severn.
has the mustache.
He's got that stash. That's our boy. We were so
All right,
happy.
that was the best.
AEW wrestler of the year, guys. Will Ospreay.
That's fair. You know what? This one was a tough one. Because I gotta go with my my best in-ring wrestler. I'm gonna give it to Bryan Danielson.
Oh,
That's fair.
yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that.
All right, and then Trey, you picked Will Ospreay as well.
Yes, yeah, I picked Will Ospreay. I don't think that there's any
No,
comparison to anybody else.
no. As far as in-ring talent, forget about it. Gimmick of the year, guys. Tony Storm.
Timeless Tony
All
Storm gets her
fucking day.
third.
All fucking day.
She gets a third golden barnacle from me. This was all day.
I'm about to blow your guys. I'm about to blow Crow's mind with this one.
Uh oh.
Crow, I just want you
Uh-oh.
to read mine.
The Kane?
Okay, that's
The
freaking
Canes.
fair.
especially since actual Kane doesn't like cocaine. I'm okay with this. This is legal. I'm fine with it.
you have cocaine, you have piss cane, and our favorite cane, Gain.
Gain is my favorite. I mean, it all started with Blue Cane, which
Yeah.
Blue Cane was so funny. But you know what? Gain is my favorite. That is great.
the Caneverse over here.
The Caneverse.
We love the
They
Caneverse.
need, oh my god, Joey Janela, if you're listening to this, do the funniest thing for the clusterfuck.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's already plotting.
We need all the canes.
Except for regular Kane. He can go fuck himself.
So like you know
Mayor Glenn Jacobs shows up.
you know what I need? I need an extremely hairy version of Kane and call him Ro Kane.
Okay.
Kane. Bro, Kane. Actually, he's just wearing the Kane mask, but his body's just overly hairy.
So like he used to
All right.
suffer from hair loss, but he's Ro Kane. Oh no.
All right, tag team of the year, guys. I don't care if they haven't won a title. I don't give a shit. It's fucking wrestling. I don't care if they, prestige doesn't mean shit to me. It's the fucking Outrunners.
Yeah.
I went with the gimmick too.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
I went with the gimmick too. I was all like, you know what? I know. And this was one of them where I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I know what Crow and Trey are gonna say, so I did it.
Listen,
Hands down.
we
That's
saw.
the only, listen, that is the only tag team we talked about all year. That was it.
Because the moment I
Outrunners.
showed you that video, you were like, I'm
Yeah,
all in.
I
love these
don't
guys.
care about in-ring ability. I don't care about give a shit like how well they're built. They can be 500 fucking pounds. Don't give a shit. It's the Outrunners.
So like,
They are
Because
very
if you
good.
got it, you got it.
so like you don't have. I don't want you to go in there now because you'll see my Wrestle Honors. But in there, I put the Outrunners, and in parentheses, I know what Crow and Trey are gonna say in parentheses.
Like 30-minute classics, don't need them.
Don't need them. They're the Outrunners. Damn it.
Give me Outrunners, damn it.
Oh, so did you hear the Young Bucks interview, Crow?
No, and I'm not gonna.
No, listen. They proposed to Tony Khan the job to the Outrunners and lose the title in 25 seconds.
If they do that, they will redeem fucking everything for them.
Well,
with
no,
me.
this is the AEW tag titles that Tony Khan wanted to put him on Private Party.
Yeah, okay, but if for some reason the Bucks get the titles back,
Then they
they
can
have
book
the
it.
opportunity to. Yeah, if they do it, it will redeem everything from the Bucks for me from
So,
that past year.
Tony Khan, you gotta.
Redeem everything.
So like Tony Khan's got to learn from the Bay philosophy. You got to strike while the iron is hot.
Hot. All right, manager of the year.
Manager of the year, I had to go with a tie, guys. I couldn't pick one.
I had to go back to the roots there. It's all like he got it.
I went Paul Heyman, Prince Nana.
It's all like mine's so yeah.
I couldn't
Hey.
pick one.
I've got no problem with Prince Nana. You know how much I'm a pro Prince Nana guy. But just because of the way he was telling the stories, even after like Roman Reigns lost the title, taking that table bump after WrestleMania, like I had to give it to Paulie. And what a hell of a Hall of Fame speech too. So
You can suck my fucking dick. Loved it.
Wow. You know, guys, I thought that for once, maybe for once, we would get some variety here.
We didn't get it, did we?
no variety here.
What is Trey
Absolutely
doing?
not, no.
Paul,
No.
hey. Yeah.
But hey, I did put Prince Nana in there.
You did.
So
You really did.
So he gave co-awards this year.
yeah, theme song of the year, guys. I'm sorry, I still get hyped with it. L.A. Night.
Boo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but honorable mention. Jey Uso's theme song.
What's a funny thing that you mentioned Jey Uso's theme song, Trey or Crow? It's all like because guess who's my theme song of the year is? It goes to been down since day one ish.
It's just me, Oos.
So like, cause it's
know-
me, Oos. Day one ish, just me, Oos.
You know, Crow,
Yeah.
you say L.A. Night.
Yeah.
I say, whoop that.
Oh,
Trick. Yeah.
whoop that trick. Yeah, whoop that trick. Uh-huh. Whoop that
Mainly
trick.
because-
I like
okay,
it.
Mainly
Like-
because,
Oh yeah, man. I'm changing my
Mainly
pick
because-
plans, by the way.
mainly because I got
Change
to
your
do
mind.
whoop that trick live.
You
So
did get
I'm
to- yes.
biased.
Dude, Trick Williams he's got that it factor. You can't help but not to like that guy,
If
man.
if he's not in the Rumble,
He's
swear to God.
you can
I
yeah.
swear to God.
He's gonna be in that damn Rumble. There ain't no
Yeah.
way they're gonna have the 2025 Royal Rumble and not have Trick Willie in there. I'm a huge
Yeah, I
Trick
had to-
Willie
yeah.
guy.
I changed my pick to Trick Williams because fuck it.
You know how I know that he's gonna be in the Royal Rumble? Guess who just lost his title at the last NXT event. Trick Williams did. Obafemi is now your NXT heavyweight champion. Trick Williams not.
Are they gonna Carmelo Hayes Trick Williams?
They better not. So like, I love Trick Willie.
Last year you were
like
saying that Carmelo was gonna be great too.
I still believe that. This ain't his fault. They're misutilizing him right now.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But you can't help that. You can't ruin Trick Willie. They just can't. They can't do it. Come on.
All right, commentator of the year.
I'm giving it to our boy Michael Cole.
I went Pat McAfee.
So like Michael Cole is the general, the cornerstone, the guy. Yeah. Honestly, it might as well be called the Michael Cole Award at this point.
The Coley.
So like Pat McAfee's good, but the only reason I'll give Michael Cole the credit is he's here all year round doing it. So
I'm gonna go with Michael Cole. Honorable mention Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, they're the best duo commentary team, no doubt about it. Hands down. And the fact that extra points for 2025 for Michael Cole for actually doing the yeet on the announce desk this time. So how do I get down from here? You can be an athlete you figure it out. So yeah, I am glad to get the McAfee Cole duo back on, and they'll fit perfectly for Netflix Raw too. So
yeah.
No longer the longest reigning episodic televised show, by the way.
Yeah. All right, Neville Award.
So, like, for the Neville Award, I have thought hard. I think that my Neville Award is, to me, one of the greatest competitors in that ring to not, which I think will change in the next couple, hopefully in the next couple, maybe even this year. Sami Zayn, guys.
I think LA Knight. I mean, he had himself a little tower run, but it got overshadowed, and now it's I don't know what's going on with him.
And I believe, and the Neville Award's only world title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neville Award's only world title. So, congratulations, Buzz. Your pick last year graduated out of the Neville Award.
Yes, that's true.
Because you had Swerve Strickland.
Swerve Strickland. Yep.
Said LA Knight. I'm still gonna pick him, guys. He's been forgotten about,
but he's still hot with the crowd though. So
yeah,
no, I'm picking Eddie Kingston.
Oh, I thought you meant
he really got forgotten.
Well, because he's been injured.
He's hurt, unfortunately. Yeah, injuries can do that. But when he comes back, I have every confidence he'll be coming back, being Eddie, doing his thing.
Yeah. All right. That's good. All right, on to Worstos here.
The Russell Honor.
All right.
Here we go. Now time for the airing of grievances, guys.
All right. The least liked male wrestler. Guys, I think you guys know where I'm going.
So
going Chris Jericho.
Oh, no.
Yes.
It's all
no, this was not his year. Let me specify. This was not his year for me.
Yeah.
I wanted him off my television.
It's all yeah, I hear you there. It's all I won't give him the award, and I usually like to pick, obviously somebody that I don't like that has some stature to him. And I picked this guy because they brought him back with the intent of getting some stature behind it because of the storyline. But I got to go with now. You know him as a different entity, but we knew him as one of the Tongans, Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa.
You mean to tell me you don't like Camacho?
I don't like
Camacho.
I don't like how anybody that's supposed to give somebody a low blow ends up almost giving somebody a concussion.
I mean, sure, but
he hit the wrong head. He hit the wrong head. All right.
The wrong head.
It's Macho. Come on, it's our buddy. Come on.
Oh my god.
Who'd you go with, Trey?
Guys, I went with Chris Jericho as well. Honorable mention Matt Taven. I don't like.
Yeah.
It's an irrational dislike. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's a Trey
Guys.
thing.
Yeah.
Least liked wrestler, female.
Crow, just say it. I know who you're gonna say. Just
Money.
You know,
I like how this is a mixture between like work who we don't like and shoot who we don't like.
it's all like in
Well,
this case. In this case, it's the same because I also
It's
said
both for me. It's
yeah,
both for me.
same. I think her AEW run. I mean, she's had decent matches, but as far as like storytelling and all that, yeah, you know.
I also just don't like her entrance music. I like the old one better, where it's just like money. I don't like
You don't
CEO.
like CEO.
DE, I don't.
CEO, CEO.
But now that you're saying it, it's in your head.
See, yeah.
No, it's not actually. You know what's in my head right now? It's whoop that trick.
Whoop that
Whoop
trick.
that trick.
Uh huh.
Whoop that trick.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick. I like it.
I picked Mercedes Moné as well. Mainly for her character work, not for her wrestling. Her wrestling, I think, this year was amazing.
She actually had a lot of good
But her-
matches, but
Yeah, she had a bunch of great matches. Like her character work, like it sucks.
yeah, but that was one of the reasons why I was saying like, yeah, I'm not going to knock her wrestling, but like her character development, like her storytelling, or all that, that's the problem, and you need that, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Scumbag Award, non-kayfabe worst person in wrestling male. Guys, I think this one's going to be a clean sweep.
I don't think that there's like, especially now with the with things progressing already. So yeah, this is without a doubt
Vince
a clean
McMahon
sweep.
is a complete scumbag. Matter of fact, I am putting in a point of order and moving this to a vote. We rename the Scumbag Award
To the
to
Vince
the Vince
McMahon
Kennedy McMahon Memorial Award.
Memorial. So like Memorial gives him some sense of remembrance. I just
Thank
say
you very
there
much. I'm glad you emphasized the me in Memorial because that's
Oh,
what
Yeah,
it
that's
really
actually
matters.
fair. Yeah, I like that.
The Memorial Award.
The Memorial Award, which is the worst person in wrestling male edition.
Well,
And in
you know, Crow, with the
Yeah.
worst person in wrestling, the male edition, there's always a female behind him that kind of lets it happen.
you know what? I had someone else in this category. Then I started thinking about it. I agree. Linda McMahon.
Linda McMahon.
Yeah, I mean she was there supporting Vince the whole time. You know, well maybe
Yep.
not directly, but in a way, you know. So, yeah, shoot, like.
Mhm.
And I will
Right.
I will say that this one was the only one that because this was Trey's, and I was all like, because I said, hey Trey, I can't think of anybody for this. There, like, it seems like all the scandals or and stuff have been more like, and then he mentioned Linda. I was like, you know what, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that as well.
Yeah.
So,
I also had to change my next category because I was reminded harshly just a minute ago about the least liked tag team, guys.
Yeah.
Young Bucks.
that was mine. That one was mine. It's all like I think at this point the reason why they won my least liked tag team is because it seems like they've just been the one act. Like it's almost like they don't have the range to do other things. It's they just do the one thing, win a title, keep it, lose, okay, we're evil bosses, we're going to find a way to win the titles again, blah, blah, blah. Like, they don't have any versatility. It's all like, and it's become the same stale act for me, and I don't like it anymore.
Fair enough.
I think it's very much a Mercedes Moné thing too,
Mm-hmm.
where you can't criticize their wrestling
No.
because their wrestling is very good.
I will never
their
knock their
characters
wrestling
are
kills.
shit.
Yeah. 100%. I can agree with that.
Yeah. Who do you got, Trey?
Guys, I went with Leo Rush and Action Andretti.
You did not like them. That's true. Yeah, you.
I didn't. What the fuck? Okay, I guess they're a tag team now. Was there any
So
reason
my
behind it?
my
No.
honorable mention will be Pretty Deadly because they had all that hype and then all of a sudden nothing.
Yeah, they're too busy trying
Yes,
to do a
boy.
musical right now. So yeah.
Yes, boys. All right. Worst attire,
Huh.
guys. I have an oddly specific award for this one.
Okay.
Becky Lynch
Hmm?
at WrestleMania 40.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's true.
You know, the
Uh,
Marlboro red looking shit that I
yeah.
made fun of. Yeah, that one.
She just resigned, by the way, so she'll be back soon.
I figured she would have. I'm surprised we didn't see her for the Netflix Raw, like in something.
Yeah, me too.
You know, but I'm giving it to the Young Bucks again, guys. So like, especially their what was it? All Out, where they were making fun of the Beatles and stuff like that. They had
I
that.
thought that looked good.
That was great.
No, but
And we're getting some discourse here.
so
I
like,
like it.
but
What is wrong with you?
but the main hey, but the main offense was their elite stuff with their stupid ass, suits and not wearing undershirt. Like
Okay, yeah,
that was the main offender.
It's just douchey. It's just
But
douchey.
but this is also the fault of the Young Bucks, where they could have had the chance to do something different, like be like legit serious evil bosses instead of their childish stupid antic boss things that they did. Like to show their range. So the main offense for the Young Bucks were their stupid ass elite suits this year. So they get the worst attire.
Yeah, I'm going with Leo Rush, guys, with his
Back to back for you too. Look at you.
jackets. They look like shit. I like Leo
yeah,
Rush.
they did.
Hate his tag team. Hate his attire. If he just changes it up a little bit, not exactly looking good right now, Leo Rush. Not exactly, literally not looking good. Like change that up. Get rid of the jacket unless you're gonna start cosplaying again, because then I'll be 1000% behind you. All right, worst storyline.
For me,
There's one glaring one, but I will let you guys go first.
so like
I'm gonna go with the learning tree as a whole.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
I did the Elite versus AEW storyline where the Elite, because this also led to of course the attacking of Tony Khan before the NFL draft, certain videos that shouldn't have been released to try and promote this feud.
Terrible.
So like all that fun stuff, and it achieved nothing. It didn't do anything. The Elite versus AEW was a waste.
Guys,
That's
we
fair.
all went with AEW this year. I went with the Death Riders just as a whole. The learning tree, at least we're getting Brian Keith out of it. That's a good thing. The Elite
I'm
versus
mainly
AEW,
knocking it for Jericho. That's really the big thing.
I know. The Elite versus AEW, we got Okada being funny Okada, and I like that. The Death Riders, there's nothing. There's nothing good about this. John Moxley, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I like him with Marina Shafir. You can keep Marina Shafir as like Moxley's second. But like, I'm toughening up all of AEW and making AEW what it should be. No, you're not. Like, MJF and Adam Cole are fighting, on the other side, and you're not doing anything to them. And like, what are you doing? Like, what does this accomplish? It accomplishes nothing, and nobody likes it, and nobody likes the storyline. Honestly, I'm never hiring you as a writer.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, I don't think he gets a vote of confidence from me.
No.
All right. What the fuck moment of the year, guys? I have a theme of worst of. Chris Jericho. Jericho winning yet another title.
Oh my gosh, you are very anti learning tree. So
Very.
I had to go with the unrippable plastic bag, the killing of
Yes.
Bryan Danielson.
That's fair, actually.
So this is more in line of Trey's disdain for the Death Riders, and this is one of them. So like apparently you cannot rip a plastic bag in an AEW ring. It has some sort
Here.
of force field.
Here, I'm going to I'm going to literally just copy and paste what I have here from mine.
Okay,
Plastic
Plastic
bag.
bag.
Oh, okay. So
Plastic
fair
bag.
enough.
yes, you got the plastic bag as well.
Just rip the bag.
Yes,
That's all
just
you need to do.
rip it.
Rip
I mean,
it. You
Like, I get it. And honestly, that's a strong honorable mention for me. But like, Jericho's in his 50s. Why is he still winning world titles? I'm sorry.
Oh man. Yeah. That
All
I mean
right.
that's Chris for you. What can you do?
Anything worst booking decision of the year? Anything involving the Young Bucks?
Yes. In a way, the AEW Punk releasing the Punk footage.
Yeah.
And technically they were a
And
part of the
that
promo.
involved-
Yeah.
It involved the Bucks.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was the worst booking decision. Like they tried to use it to enhance their feud with FTR and their rival, and all it did was not only get attention on CM Punk, who then worked at the WWE company, but also proved his point. Like he like basically said, "Oh, so Punk said exactly what he was, that happened, and it happened the way he said it." And even got the AEW crowd watching that video to chant CM Punk, who is now, once again, let me remind Tony Khan and AEW, works for the WWE, which, as he claimed, the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling, as Tony Khan, his words, not mine. So,
Well, he's not with the WWE anymore, so that insult kind of falls flat.
it's
but
all,
it is
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, like, that was a very, very, very bad booking decision to actually, because you got to remember, he approved of this.
Signed off because he feared for his own life.
he did. He really
Alright.
did, guys. And I thought this year had a lot of bad questionable things. This is going to be another direct copy and paste because this is exactly what I was thinking when talk about this.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Daniel.
I don't know. Killing Danielson.
I want this
It
on
makes
record.
no
This is
sense.
now
There's
3
no-
in a row involving a Death Rider situation here.
I don't like the story. It is terrible.
Tell me how you really feel, Trey.
John Moxley was my MVP like 3 years in a row, guys. It's not that I don't like Moxley. It's just
The story.
this sucks.
Yeah. This is not where we want. It's not what we want, gosh darn it. I mean, if it's not unrippable plastic bags, it's trying to have somebody chug Drano down his mouth, or,
Give me battery.
Yes.
All right, worst match of the year. Match of the year.
Yeah, this one.
Guys, I hate that I'm saying this because we just spoke very highly of him. It's the Usos.
Yeah. Jay
Yeah, it
Uso as a single, is huge and everything. The Usos as a tag team, unmatched. They're one of the best tag teams in the world. The Usos as one-on-one singles opponents, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that ever again.
I think
No.
they realized
Right.
that too, because they squashed it immediately.
You know what they did? They watched the Young Bucks match. It was like, look at all those super kicks. We can also do that.
We could do that. We could go there.
Yeah, that,
And then it wasn't good.
No Huso. I'm glad that they not only squashed that, but then, of course, I don't know if he was hurt or if they just rid him off, but they did the whole Jimmy gets killed by Solo thing. Jay did his run, eventually got the Intercontinental Championship for a couple of weeks, and of course is now one of the most hyped guys in the WWE right now. So it's all but whether he's MVP or the golden child or whatever, doesn't mean that they can't have a bad match, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what
they're not
happened.
exempt.
No.
Yeah. Like, and that just goes to show we are definitely not biased in our decisions,
No.
except for me, because I hate Chris Jericho.
I mean, and this was like an undisputed. There's no like this was because you can choose any random TV show match, but this was a match that took place on a marquee event, and it just unfortunately did not live up to what it could have been. You know.
Yeah, that's right. All right, least valuable player, guys.
Oh, I'm
Karrion
with you, bro.
Kross. Karrion
Oh,
Kross.
That's fair.
yeah. All right, friend
know
of
what I
the
mean?
show, Karrion Kross.
Friend of the show, Karrion Kross.
Yes, and-
Sorry, bud.
We love Karrion Kross. For the record, we love Karrion Kross, but he was very underutilized.
He was.
So, like, once again, though, the Tongan himself.
You might see him pop up again.
So, like,
Um,
Mr. Tongaloa,
Alright.
the Tongan.
Wait, you mean tell me you didn't like Camacho?
I love Camacho. I just hate Tongaloa.
what? He's one half of the Tongans.
He's
Buddy.
one half of the Tongan. He's not with Hunico anymore. He's with.
You don't like Camacho?
I love Camacho. Hunico and Camacho were amazing. Tongaloa and Tama Tonga, you know.
Listen, Tama Tonga's cool. He has his yee.
I've got nothing against. That's why Tama Tonga's not on this one. But anybody associated with Tongaloa,
It's okay.
I mean, I love the fact that he gets compared to Mario from Super Mario World from War Games when he was climbing the cages and all that. Like,
Yeah.
Tama Tonga, I like. I've got nothing against. Jacob Fatu, I love. I'll even say it. Solo Sikoa, I love. As a bad guy, as a heel, I love to hate his ass.
Solo.
I love you, Solo.
I love you.
I love you,
Carlton.
Solo. Yeah. I love you, Solo. But I don't like the Tongaloa. I don't want to see him back. He doesn't need to be a part of the bloodline anymore.
No.
Yeah. Who you got there, Trey? What do you got there?
Crow, I'm gonna get a pop out of you for this one.
Please do. I need a pop.
I
Oh, is it
I'm
Jericho?
going with Chris Jericho. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck you,
Listen,
Jericho.
Listen, when you detract from my viewing experience, you are the least valuable player, and nobody's detracted from that more this year per
And Chris
capita.
Jericho.
The Christopher Jericholis.
Oh no, he's the detractor, Chris Jericho.
Detractor.
Oh,
He
no.
detracts from
He's gonna
my-
hear that and he's going to
He's
use
gonna
it. You
use-
know that's what he's gonna do.
Oh
That's
no.
all he is.
no.
What have we
He's just a
done?
walking, talking gimmick board at this point. Look at me and my original ideas. Look at me.
I'm the detractor.
I'm the detractor.
Yeah, I become in.
Detractor's in. Detractor in your mind. Oh,
He's gonna use
Worst
he's
on
gonna
the
use
mic.
Spear.
oh
Worst on the
gosh.
mic. I couldn't really. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really couldn't think of anything, so I just defaulted to AJ Francis.
Oh no.
Oh, you're not wrong.
That's fair.
That's just my
Yeah.
default. I just went AJ Francis.
That's.
Where do
I
I
mean
go?
that's fair.
Oh, okay.
So I went with Mercedes Moné again. Like in the ring, I don't know. If, she can do wonderful things, but her promo, it's just the same thing. I'm money. I'm this. I'm too. So like it's just like recycled crap, and I'm all like, dude, no, stop. You do like in the ring, yeah, she's like I said, we're not gonna knock her wrestling, but everything else. I
Great
don't-
wrestler.
Yeah, everything else is just wrong right now, and including her mic talk.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm for worst on the mic this year. Initially, I had Roderick Strong.
That would have been fair. That would have
he's
been
pretty-
fair.
But then I realized that Ricochet exists.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I'm
Dude,
like,
dude, that's fair.
Ricochet.
That is so
Because
fair.
Rick shit.
Did you guys see me? Did you guys see me out there? We look so good together, and MVP just makes him look like a bitch.
Yeah,
Now, granted,
the bitch.
they've rehabbed him very well in 2 weeks.
They did.
But Boy, those first little moments with Ricochet.
But he
Oh
ended
my God.
2024 on a not so good note, for the record.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah, he was
like,
made to look like a bitch. Crow, did you see any of AEW between when we watched Ricochet last?
No.
He ended up attacking Jay White with a pair of scissors and literally stabbing him.
it's
Now
That's
Ricochet's
dangerous. Why are you
Not-
running with scissors?
Now he's gone crazy.
And he
So-
also didn't he also attack he also attacked Swerve with scissors. I thought it was Swerve he attacked with scissors.
Oh, yeah, it was Swerve.
It was Swerve.
Swerve, yeah.
Because it was
He
during their
attacked Swerve
triple
with the
threat
scissors.
match. Yeah.
Why are we running with scissors? Like this is
Listen.
not good.
Ricochet's
Guys, you realize what this means?
I mean,
I'm gonna have to fine him
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
in
though,
the middle of the award show. I have
Oh,
to
no.
fine him.
Okay, hold on.
I mean,
on.
at the end of the day, this is also the same company that promotes putting plastic bags over people's heads. So I guess running with
Listen,
scissors is kind of
we've-
child's play, you know.
We've addressed that, but you poke your eye out if you trip,
That's true.
especially in a high-paced wrestling environment such as AEW.
And stabbing has sort of become the thing of AEW now, not just like Jesus stabbing John Cena in a nightclub type situation. Like,
I'm just saying, man.
Crow, how many?
Give me 3, and then add a reoccurring fine if he does it again, which is an additional 1 Cadbury cream egg.
Recurring plus 1 cream egg.
For each repeat offense.
All right, there we go.
All right, worst announced team.
the worst announced team. This is by default, because they're the memorable one is Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. The rest are okay. This one is because I will, spoiler alert, this one will be one half of the worst announcer of the year. I'm gonna go with NXT's announced team.
Oh my God!
Wow. I actually like what they do at NXT, which is strange, I know.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you because I'm thinking I'm the only one that actually watches NXT. I was not expecting
I
Trey to
watch
go
clips.
NXT.
I watch clips.
I watch
And there's
NXT.
nothing egregious.
Okay. Oh, I know. I know.
I don't watch it weekly.
I watch it every week.
I know.
We know. You make it a point to be like, oh, I'm watching NXT. I'll be right there,
I'm a
guys.
professional, guys. I do my job. I watch
Listen, but
wrestling.
Do you watch Collision?
I got it recorded. I haven't watched the last one, but I got it recorded.
Did you watch Rampage?
Okay, you got me on that one.
Yeah, that's why it's the worst show of the year, my friend.
I watched it for a little bit.
That's
Really,
great.
Trey?
I
You're
watched-
going to NXT too?
Yeah, because Booker T fucking sucks.
I love Booker T.
Which is also he does one
He's a
thing,
gimmick.
and that's whoop that trick. That's
I
the
love it.
only
That's
thing
it.
that he does. Right.
And
Here's the thing: is he a baby face? Is he a heel? He doesn't fucking know. He just comes there. You know what Booker T is? He is Jerry Lawler 2024. He just
you know what?
comes in,
I'm fine
talks
with
a lot,
that.
and leaves.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
No, he doesn't have direction.
Hey, that's not all he does, first of all.
He
He,
was-
orders DoorDash too,
They had to
okay?
put Corey Graves on the NXT announced team on Tuesday just to balance things out.
But anyway, AEW, whenever JR is commentating, I just can't do it anymore.
So like,
Yeah.
JR hasn't like he's not like the full time announcer anymore. So I was all like, I was like one of them things where, all right, when he shows up, it's just gonna be one of those days. So I sort of gave him a pass on that one there because he's not the full time
I'm not-
announcer, but
he needs to like start thinking about life after commentary.
There comes a time when you know that your childhood hero just doesn't have it anymore.
doesn't have it. Yeah.
And we're here.
We're at that time, yeah. Tony Schiavone, on the other hand, if Michael
Tony
Cole
Schiavone
and
is
Pat McAfee
great.
weren't around,
Dude,
Cole
honestly,
McAfee
I would try and steal Tony Schiavone away from AEW.
I think Tony Schiavone's been like
He's been
he's
good.
been the
Yeah.
the head commentator, the phase of the of AEW since its inception. There, like he's still got like a whole bunch of like like passion,
And the thing
like
is,
energy,
he
and
doesn't. He's not doing the same old like Tony Schiavone stick that he used to do back in WCW.
yeah.
That eventually gets old after a while. He actually is telling stories. He's actually doing good shit. And like that, there's something to be said about that. You know what I mean?
So you mean he gives a shit?
Yeah.
That's
Whoa.
fair. And he's still got a lot of energy to him. He's still got a lot of energy to
Yeah.
him. You know, like he's good.
Yeah.
I love Tony. I love Tony Schiavone.
Yeah. All right. Worst announcer, David Otunga Award. I gave it to David Otunga.
Of course you did. That's why it's his award.
Probably that Rosenberg guy though. But my serious pick is David Otunga.
Oh, was it like? Is it Ken? Ken was it? Oh, or is that?
You know-
or is that the Grand Theft Auto character I'm thinking
The
of?
bald guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on the pre-shows.
Yeah.
Fucking can't stand him.
It's all like that should have been us.
It should have been
Yeah.
me.
That should just be us on the turn to like we've offered AEW and WWE our services here. They're letting it go to waste. That's the real drop the ball award right there. It's all like them dropping the ball on us. But no, for similar reasons, I was going to give him the award, but for similar reasons, Booker T, because it's like he says one thing in heel 1 minute, one thing in babyface the next, one thing like completely just out of the blue,
That's just
random.
being an
so-
anomaly. That's just being an anomaly.
Yeah, nominally bad, you know.
No, you guys don't know good, even if it bit you in the face.
So like now, David Otunga, that's a guy with character. That's a guy who could
Yeah,
tell a
fuck
story.
David
Love to-
Oh
Otunga.
my god.
Fuck David Otunga. All right. Trey, you went David Otunga. No, you didn't go David Otunga. You went Booker T.
I went Booker T. Yeah, he's
Yes.
he's dope.
Okay. The Mike Adamley Award.
I'm feeling.
For-
I want to petition that we just like remove the name on this one. With
You know what?
Lisa and
I you know what? Let's just call this the not Mike Adamley Award because we're not talking about Mike Adamley anymore.
No, Mike Adamley, like
and
knowing what he went through at that time, it's like
yeah.
you know
When you hear about what happened, like that's going to be official as of right now because we were giving him shit for going through tough times. We didn't know, but now we do, and so we're fixing the
we're
mistake.
removing it.
Yeah,
So the worst non-wrestling in-ring personality.
Ava
That
I mean,
can't stand her.
lit.
that's,
Can't stand her.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm pretty sure
She's
this
got that job because of nepotism.
which they did do for those that don't know, The Rock was on NXT this past NXT, and that they did share a scene together. So it's all like I'm pretty sure this counts. It's all like I'm 100% sure because if it does, this is hands down no other.
Are we thinking the same thing here, Buzz?
I don't know.
Okay.
Tony Khan.
Oh, was he in ring at all? Oh yeah, he was.
He took the bump.
He took the yeah.
Yeah, remember we got that great meme of his dad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If it doesn't count, then we might be thinking the same thing because then I'm thinking the Big Show.
Hold on.
So like, but
I originally picked Paul White until I realized that this person did make an in-ring appearance and he did not wrestle. And I think Crow will probably catch where I'm going with it. He was in AEW.
oh, you know
The
what?
Rizzler.
Fuck that, yeah.
Fuck the Rizzler.
You know what?
Fuck
I'm
the
changing my
Rizzler.
pick right now.
Well, you guys gotta get the kid living his dream, okay?
You know what?
I'm not living my dream, Crow.
Well, you guys gotta get the kid. I mean,
There, we're
You know
gonna
what I
make sure
mean?
we see all of it. There we go.
All the big boom shit.
there's nothing wrong with it. You guys are just not fun. That's really what it boils down to.
I'm waiting for Crow to go. You know, you guys are haters.
I mean, you are. You kind of are.
Crow, we've been friends for over 15 years. You already know this.
Yeah.
This is not news to you.
This should not be a surprise.
I know, but like,
This
if
is
you guys
not-
keep this up, I'm not going to give you guys any big booms for the rest of the year.
Thank
Good.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Man, you guys suck. You know that?
So like I can't look at a cookie the same way ever again.
It's a double chocolate cookie.
God damn it. Buzz.
I'm
Why
sorry.
did you all right, worst
Listen,
wrestling
hey,
media
hey, hey,
personality.
hey. I will say this though. On our last show of 2025, I'm going to hit you all with the biggest swerve of all time.
You're gonna get the Rizzler on the show.
That's the day.
All right, now it's time for the worst wrestling media personality overall.
The day I quit. Oh, this one.
Guys,
This one.
I
Without a
think-
hands down.
I think Vince takes it on this one.
I picked the internet wrestling community on this one here.
Yeah, I'm with Buzz. I'm with Buzz on this one. The IWC this year forced me off of fucking Twitter.
I mean, I got off of Twitter for other reasons, but yes, that's valid.
I don't even check like post wrestling anymore because I just know that like the responses to all their shit is gonna be toxic.
So
and it's all because of these tribalistic fans who a lot of them are younger. A lot of them want that WWF versus WCW war that they never got, which I understand.
Yeah. I mean, that was fun
this
times
isn't
when you
that.
grew up in that. Yeah. I mean, but it's not
isn't
that
that-
era. It's not that era
It's
anymore.
two
No, it's not.
different types of wrestling shows.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
TNA.
but you're right. That's what they want. They want that,
That piss and
they want that.
vinegar
Yeah,
shit.
they want it to be a
Like-
heated rivalry between AEW
it
and
doesn't
WWE.
have to be. It doesn't have to be.
And that's what the wrestlers are saying. They're like, no, we actually like a lot of people on the other show. I mean, we want them to succeed, And it's like, yeah,
We're all getting paid more.
yeah.
Ever since AEW came along, the product has improved. I mean, their product is like hit and miss, but the wrestling product as a whole, independent, like hell, you could even argue that TNA has gotten better. I'm not gonna, but you can't deny that wrestling as a whole, the quality of stories and matches, because there's legitimate competition, has improved. However, fans don't want to see that.
No.
So like, yeah, and I mean, as far as the whole TNA thing, like you said, like you could say, I mean, it's hard to say because it's like trying to like TNA now. It's like trying to compare NXT in their golden black era, the heydays, to like today's NXT. You just can't do it anymore. The production and quality are lower. There's not as much marquee so, but yeah, and so that to go to that, but yeah, it's just to the point where the tribalism just has to. It's they're trying to start something that just isn't there. I mean, this ain't even like WWE versus TNA back in the day, like back when TNA was on the rise, and that got pretty heated because that was still close enough to the Monday Night Wars where that you could still feel that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's a new era of wrestling. It's an era of wrestling to the point where wrestling succeeds overall, not just a specific company, but the entire industry succeeds. You know.
Yeah.
Like if everybody's just working and doing their best, then the product is going to be good, no matter where you are. I like how we went on this tangent, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just like I challenge people this year to like not be overly critical. Because like you're gonna find stuff that you like from your favorite stuff. You're gonna find stuff that you don't like from your favorite stuff. The point is, wrestling is either going to suck for you or it's going to be amazing. Because that's just how it is. When wrestling's okay, it's just okay. But when it's really good, fuck, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's my spiel. All right, moving on. Drop the Ball Award. Again,
Yeah.
Karrion Kross.
That's fair. That's
He had
fair.
so much potential.
So like, yeah, Karrion Kross is a like from his initial NXT run to like the Fallen Prey and all that fun stuff to how dominant he was to where we're at now. Like, hopefully there's some sort of rehabbing there. I took a different perspective and approach on this one here, where I didn't give it to somebody's handling to an on-screen character or something like that. I'm giving it to AEW for some behind-the-scenes stuff. So I give to AEW and their treatment of stars that want to leave, headlining Ricky Starks and Ray Phoenix as two examples here on how petty that they got with them, to the point where they didn't give them their release, yet they're petty enough to not let them work elsewhere, and or petty enough to not book them on their show. So they're literally just paying them to not work at this point when they want to work somewhere else. I think that gives AEW a bad reputation.
For legality's sake, AEW is allowing Ricky Starks to work indies.
Yeah, now, yeah. This is more for now. Now I think it's mostly for Ray Phoenix, but there was a time when and this just recently happened. For legality's sakes, they have now worked out an agreement. Yeah, so Ricky Starks can work otherwise. But the fact that not only did they not grant their release,
Ray Phoenix was supposed to go with Penta.
yes.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened, and this is what enhances the story for AEW, is they were supposed to leave at the same time. The problem is AEW tacked on injury time on Ray Phoenix's contract. So instead of letting him leave with Penta, instead of granting a release or something, that'd be like they took the petty approach, be like, no, you're not leaving with him. So like, we're tacking on injury time that you had off because you were injured and blah blah blah. And now there's once again, and this is something that needs to seriously be looked at, because this is now the second person. The first one was CM Punk. Ray Phoenix is now the second person to accuse AEW of doing this. And they said that they did not help him out with his injury when he was hurt. CM Punk made the same claim when he hurt his arm, be like, no, I had to do all the stuff myself. They didn't help me at all when I was in AEW. Ray Phoenix is now saying the same thing. Like, I don't owe them anything. I had to do everything myself, blah, blah, blah. So if AEW is really allowing this to happen while they're getting injured under their, like, this is not a good look for them. And they need to nip that in the bud right now. So I'm going to put the drop the ball on the award to that, because I think a lot of this is pettiness, and it's not a look you want when people are looking at what company they want to wrestle for.
Mm-hmm. I agree. That's a good solid statement.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with AEW on this one, guys. And that was AEW and Shane McMahon.
Oh, yeah, we never got him.
We were waiting on it for like it was pretty much imminent.
Yeah.
And then it didn't happen.
Kind of fell through. Yeah.
And then there was a point where
do we even have an update on that, or is that not happening?
No, it's just gone now.
It's not happening.
It just never happened.
Yeah, that's all we got, girl.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Worst pay-per-view. Guys, Forbidden Door.
Oh. Forbidden Door wasn't what it wasn't last year's, or I guess now 2 years ago. It wasn't 2023 Forbidden Door. That's for sure. I'm sort of feeding off of Trace thing, because this was the pay-per-view I think we were expecting him to show up. I'm going Full Gear on this one here. Full Gear was just an honorable mention to Crown Jewel. For WWE.
Oh, that's just that's his crown jewel.
But that's why I didn't give it. That's why I only give it an honorable mention, because we usually don't include those. But Full Gear was one of them where I think it was one of the few times. I don't know if you were there with us, Crow. I know Trey for sure, and I remember at the end saying, "This is the only pay-per-view that I think I regret buying." Like I think he regret buying, because we go halvesies. So I was all like, we actually had buyer's remorse. We're like, what the hell did we just watch? And I think that was also the one where we said, if Shane McMahon shows up, it'll redeem everything. Let's go. And he never did. Nothing happened. Nothing huge. It was a throwaway pay-per-view, and it was highly disappointing this year.
Yeah, I'm with Buzz in this one. I had to go with Full Gear 2024. Once again, honorable mention to Crown Jewel because nothing happens at Crown Jewel.
Yes.
I mean, Rumble's gonna happen then. So
Yeah, that's. I guess it's the Saudi Arabia Rumble. That's right. Damn. Next year.
Yeah. So we'll actually have to watch that.
yeah. But yeah, Full Gear 2024. It was unremarkable. There wasn't much that happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you would think that when you have such a stacked roster, that it would be a place where you could get that.
Make something happen with their roster.
The main event was John Moxley against Orange Cassidy. And that's when Orange Cassidy was like, you know, I'm going to be the guy that defends AEW. And that didn't happen. And it was pretty much just Death Riders win, LOL.
I think I remember watching that. I think I was there with you guys.
I want to say that you were, but I wasn't 100% sure. I thought you were, but I didn't want. I wasn't for sure if you were or not.
Man, it's been a year.
So but I remember being extremely disappointed at Full Gear. I think it was to the point where like we're not even going to bother with like the post conference or anything. Like we were just defeated at that point because I think we were waiting for because that was when the Shane McMahon thing was like a huge like it's going to happen. Here we go, and the swerve was nothing happened. Okay.
Yeah, like the only payoff we got from that is just a fucking airport meeting. That's all we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Worst show. I gave it to AEW Dynamite.
Whoa. This is the last year I can give this award to this show. AEW Rampage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rampage.
It's all
it goes out on a whimper.
It got canceled.
Yes.
Statistically, it is the worst show.
In canon terms, in storyline canon terms, John Moxley killed Rampage.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the worst show. Like, honestly, you can't even say that it's just the worst show that year. It's been the worst show since it started because they never did anything with it. Like,
well, when you build a show based off of a guy, like centered around a guy, and then that guy leaves, like after
that was Collision. That was Collision.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's Collision.
Yeah. Rampage
Sorry,
was.
I get those confused.
Yes, Rampage was just supposed to be a secondary show. I thought to like almost like an NXT type where it's all like the people that don't show up on. Basically, I thought it was going to be like AEW Dark, but on TV, or the people that don't get the TV time on Dynamite get it on that. But I thought that there was going to at least be like a smack like almost like when SmackDown was created in the old. It was to continue stories. This one was just random matches. Oh, okay. That's it. You know.
Yeah, you know what it was? It was TNA Explosion.
It was Explosion. Yes, that's a good comparison. That's a great comparison. Like, and this was supposed to be. This was their first secondary show that they ever created at the time because it was always just Dynamite. Oh, we're gonna get Rampage Friday nights. So like, okay, let's see what because you got to remember at that time, I think SmackDown was still on Thursdays, so it's not like they were going up against I could be wrong about that. I thought SmackDown was still on Thursdays at that time when they created Rampage. But it didn't matter because it happened after that. But it was supposed to be like this killer secondary thing. I think like the first episode was huge because it was the first episode. Then after that, it was all like it became WCW Thunder in the 2000s. Like it became a B show, and it's not even a B show. It was a C show. You know, like don't.
It was Saturday night.
It was Saturday night. Yes, and that's like. And like you said, with a stacked roster, how do you let, all your shows should have enough for that. Like, so it's a good thing that they canceled that because they never had any plans for Rampage.
Yeah, now they can focus on building their IPO.
IPO.
CEO.
Now if they would go out there chanting IPO, I think I'd be okay with that.
IPO. All right.
Worst gimmick, guys. I hate to say it, but it's worn off on me. The Wyatt Six.
Oh.
You know what?
Had a hot
That
start.
Dude,
that could also be under drop the ball.
that could be under the drop
could.
the ball for sure.
You could, because we haven't really heard shit.
And they didn't even utilize them for freaking Raw Netflix, which is the perfect platform for a faction like that.
Yeah.
Here's and this is, I think this is what I talked about with WWE also coming into pretty much an embarrassment of riches, is the fact that this is going to end up happening, and it's going to be the AEW effect in WWE,
Yeah.
Mhm.
where Hunter's building up all these people, but also Hunter's building up all these people.
Yeah. No.
There's not enough room for everybody, and
Oversaturation. Yep.
he's self-aware enough to know you can't just add time to shows and make shows longer. He knows that'll burn crowds out, because even he said at the post-show press conference on Monday, SmackDown's moving back to 2 hours eventually.
Mhm.
I think he said over the summertime, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he said Raw could be shorter, Raw could be longer, but he wants to do 2.5 hours ideally every week.
On average, yeah.
That's
Which
that's
is
his,
fair. Yeah.
Which, like, sometimes you got to get your shit in, and that's fine, and he's okay with that. But ideally, he doesn't want to like overload the fans. And now we're getting to a point where, like, great gimmicks that had a hot start, like Wyatt Six, they're not gonna get enough airtime.
Yeah.
And-
You have no
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
And I don't say worst gimmick as in like, oh my gosh, they're like the worst. I think they have potential. But now we're getting to the point where, like, okay, now we got Penta coming in. Now we got some other stuff happening.
I'm just gonna
Where
kill
do they
Chad
fit
Gable
in?
next week. Yeah, that's right.
Alistair Black's gonna come back, bro.
Yeah. Is he?
Probably. I mean, if Malachi's leaving AEW, he's probably going back to WWE.
No,
Probably.
like I
Can,
said,
can he
that's where his
bring the
wife
House
is.
of Black with him?
Oh
No,
god.
Brody King resigned, so he's
Man, why can't
In
Brody
AEW.
just go to WWE?
because then he wouldn't be as featured as he is on AEW.
That's valid.
It's all like, but yeah.
But anyway,
Um,
but like when I say worst gimmick, I just mean like they had such a hot start, and then all of a sudden we heard nothing.
Yeah.
It's all like that might be, yeah, that might be definitely also a category for booking decision of the year, you know,
Mhm.
as well. Like not utilizing the white light, especially off of their hot start. Now, yeah, they weren't on I think the last 2 weeks now, right? Or
Yeah, they've just all
so-
but disappeared, unless there's just something brewing in the background.
which is
We
possible,
don't know.
I guess, but you know.
But that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I went with the CEO gimmick of Mercedes Moné because it's not really doing anything to be like, I'm the CEO, okay, whatever, blah blah blah, money, blah
Say
blah.
hello to your
CEO.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's it. Like there's no like, give me something other than the same thing. Like I'm just the CEO. All right, woo, okay. What's that supposed to do to me? You know, like. You ain't even like give me a version of the boss Sasha Banks. Now that's something right there. Give me something, you know. No, she's been, and now she's just like I said, not doubting her wrestling ability. But let's face it, she is where she is. She's at where she's at, winning all these titles because she was a poster child of a huge era in WWE. That's the only reason, you know.
I agree. Trey, what do you got?
Guys, I'm gonna blow you out of the water with my pick here.
No, you're not.
Fix this.
You know, Crow says Y6. I say Death Riders. Yeah, Crow says it's not their fault, and I'm like, no. In the terms of Death Riders,
It is.
it is their fault because this is Mox's booking.
Yeah, they're booking
and it
themselves.
sucks.
No, well, okay, sure, but like,
Yeah.
all right, that's fine. All right, final rating.
Yeah.
You know what? This year overall, we give it a B plus.
So
Oh, we're going with letter
Oh,
grades.
we're going
All
with
right,
letter
yeah.
grades. We're gonna if we're going with letter grades, I'm gonna just give this a straight solid C. I think there was a lot of good, but there was also bad to equal out the good. I don't think this was as far as like mostly on the AEW front. There's been a lot more bad than good.
The
WWE
Whistler.
that gave it. It would have got a C plus.
Have you guys seen
you
that
know.
video going around where it's like AJ and Big Justice, and then like AJ was like, sorry to hear about your brother die, and he gets 5 big booms, and they go boom, boom, boom.
Oh my God! Really?
Yes, it's a thing.
Oh man,
That sounds terrible.
it does.
I mean, it's bad that the person passed away tragically, but the fact that they're just so into their shtick, honestly, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I'm at a B plus for the year.
I'll go with a B. It was an enjoyable year in wrestling. There is room for improvement.
Yes.
Oh, there's always room for
I think
improvement.
2025 is going to be an interesting year. I do think that.
Yeah, with Raw on Netflix, AEW doing whatever it is AEW
And
does.
they got the Max deal now too, so they're
They got
set.
the HBO Max deal coming now. This is going to be the year of streaming. TV ratings will mean dick this year.
Oh, people are already looking at like the Netflix views and everything. It's
not the same
It's
thing.
getting bad already. Yeah.
It's not the same thing, and plus, like,
I know.
that's just going to get bigger and bigger over time. So it's like it's not like a static thing anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you can't measure success by that. You can only measure success about how much money people are willing to pay to go see it or to watch it on a consistent basis. Like, there's going to have to be metrics that's measured over time, not necessarily measured based on a week-to-week Nelson rating. Those are pretty much non-existent anymore as far as I'm concerned. So it's going to be interesting to see where that number is for Raw coming up in about 6 months, because I think they get numbers like every 4 months or every 6 months or something like that. Like concrete numbers and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see where Raw kind of falls in with like all this other programming that not AEW, but Netflix has. Same thing with AEW on HBO Max, because HBO Max has got some solid stuff on there too. So you're going to have to look at it from a completely different lens. You can't look at it from just like, oh, we had a 2.1 on the Nelson rating. Can't do that no more.
No, that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter anymore. So it's going to be an interesting year for sure.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a good analysis there. And
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype, a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities. Especially, and it's going to get to the point. Let's face it. I think this is going to be the last generation and era that's going to be on television anyway. Because like the way the water is flowing, it's all going to end up on some sort of streaming site anyway. Like for WWE, they'll probably all end up on Netflix sooner or later. AEW,
yeah, once their Peacock deal runs out, I'm sure they're going to go to Netflix.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, they already got original content on there, I guess, brewing up for Netflix. So it's only a matter of time. And of course, AEW looks like they're getting in with Max there, so they'll probably end up streaming a lot of their PLEs and pay-per-view, turn their pay-per-views into PLEs on that eventually.
Now, if HBO Max starts showing like the pay-per-views for AEW, that's going to be a game changer.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to lead to.
If it doesn't, then how does that benefit AEW?
Yeah. No, yeah.
That's my only thought.
Well, because the crazy part is like the only thing, because right now I don't see it's crazy because WWE Raw can only be seen on Netflix. It's not it's on Netflix, but it's also on USA. We got to remember Dynamite, though it's streaming on Max, can still be watched on TV on TBS. So it's a weird deal. So I would have to assume for both AEW and Mac, eventually it's got to lead to an exclusive deal because it's a little crazy that, because for people that like you don't have to watch it on Max now. Like for Netflix, they got the deal because you have to watch Raw on them. There's no, well, you can watch it on USA as well. So right now, I don't see how this is unless there's something that I'm missing, I don't see how this is profitable for Max at the moment, but I would have to assume that this is going to lead to exclusive rights, but we'll have to see what happens.
We're definitely gonna have to see, because like I don't know yet. I don't know. Trey, your thoughts?
This year was interesting in a lot of different ways. I think that we had a lot of ups and downs. Particularly, I think that we were waiting for the other shoe to drop on that Vince McMahon story.
And then it did.
That is still, but part of it's still carrying into 2025, where they'll be pardoned, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
The female scumbag of the year. And I think that this year now, hopefully we see some improvement and stuff. Particularly, I want AEW to get better.
AEW had an off year. This was, I think, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst year of AEW's existence was 2024.
Yeah, I don't think
anybody wants them to be bad.
No.
Oh, I know we don't. We want like that's one thing we're trying to, tell people. We don't want WWE or AEW or TNA or New Japan or any of that. We don't want any wrestling to be bad. We want them to be good, but we're gonna call their crap out when they do stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is with AEW, and this is where my fandom has kind of shifted with them, especially this past year. It's like, I remember when AEW first started, it was like, we have the great matches.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's where, it was filling a need for at least my personal wrestling fandom, where I would have to turn to New Japan when there's a headline match, or I'd have to watch Noah, or, an off-brand, like, maybe like a GCW pay-per-view. But then AEW came around and filled that up. But now look at WWE. They're putting on some great matches as well. Like, not only storytelling-wise, but match quality-wise.
They're just, like, WB, like, the second Triple H took over is, like, I think is when things really started going, like, 100 miles an hour for WWE.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I keep telling people, like, listen, if you're going to get into wrestling, now's the perfect time, because the quality has just significantly improved. And, you're not going to be disappointed with your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at this point, I don't think Tony Khan knows how to, like, react to this.
No.
I think eventually he does get some help on booking.
He has to.
And it's not Jon Moxley.
No, yeah. He has to get in, like, an outside factor that knows wrestling but is not currently a part of or have any, like, bias investment into AEW at this time. He needs a complete fresh outlook at the same time that has a mind for booking a show. Because one of the things that, of course, AEW for the longest time, like in their initial run, they had, for the most part, and now we know after the documentary how much Cody Rhodes didn't like being the guy in charge, but did it so well in AEW, and it was a completely different outlook. But we also had that honeymoon period in AEW where, because you got to remember at this time, WWE had, old school creative, the Russell Otter, head Russell Otter running the show still at that time. So things were very stagnant over in WWE. So I think Trey hit it on there at that time when AEW was just putting out matches for good matches. It was almost like a fresh look for us. Like, oh my gosh, this is wrestling at its finest, But now we're getting to the point where that honeymoon's over. Now, not only with this new era of creative in WWE, not only are we getting great matches, but we're getting good storytelling, and us as fans start getting spoiled on the storytelling. So now we watch over in AEW with a different perspective where we don't just want good matches because we're spoiled on the storytelling now. Give us good stories. And that's always been what Tony Khan has lacked over there in AEW. Like, as a fanboy, it's easy to be, well, these guys put on a good match, let's do it. Now, to say that they can't do it is crap, because we just voted an AEW feud and storyline as the feud of the year. Hangman and Swerve, gold. That's storytelling to a fault. Honorable mention for worst feud was for example MJF and Adam Cole. It's all like, of course, you know, they got hit with some injuries. Yeah, that will deflate anything. But at the same time, this also exposes the problems of AEW. What happens when something like that happens? You adapt to it. You don't just say, well, you're back. Let's just pick up where we left off. Only difference is MJF's a completely different person than when your guys' feud started. So now you got to come back and do a role flip, like, oh, okay, now I'm the babyface. He's the heel, because he's not the same person that he was when at that point. No, you can organically get back into that feud, but you can't just come back and say, well, this feud is back on. Oh, okay. And that's I think why Tony Khan does need help, because he doesn't know how to adapt to things, and he only knows how to react to things, because this may or may not be true or not. This is just my opinion. This Max deal that they got was only, in my opinion, a reaction to WWE getting a deal with Netflix. Tony Khan is reacting to everything that WWE does it. I can do it, and I can try and do it better. Like I always say, you don't want to be, and that was the same problem that Vince was having when he was running WWE. He was reacting to what other people were doing. Well, TNA was doing that. I've got the production. I can do it better. Oh, why are they still chanting TNA? AEW in their initial run. Well, they're doing that. I can do it better. No, Vince McMahon became a reactor, despite his Attitude Era when he was sort of the guy that was doing the things. It's all like, whereas nowadays, WWE, they're doing new things. They're trying original things. They're doing this. AEW, at least the past couple of years, and once again, my opinion, has just been reacting to what WWE's been doing. And you'll never win if you're reacting. You've got to be the one to get ahead, to try things, to go out, push the envelope, do that first. You can't be just reacting, because because then, even if you do come up with an original idea and you're just from reacting from that, what's the perception that fans will get? You're doing it because they're doing it. That's all people are going to start saying. You're only doing it because they're doing it. You're just copying them. You're doing this. You're doing that. You can blame, that's one of the bad things about internet wrestling community. They'll plant that crap. But that is still also going to be a perception of a lot of people. Like, oh, you're just doing that because they're doing it. You can't get into that business. And Tony Khan is just not the one that's an innovator. He's not. He's not an innovator. He's not a wrestling booker. He should just stick to his job with Jacksonville. So, like, do his thing over there or whatever it is he does. Hire somebody who we thought was going to be Shane McMahon to run the wrestling portion of the thing and get that thing locked,
Yeah. Yeah, and I went back in our archives and looked a little bit here on everything. It's like 2019 and 2020 Wrestle Daughters. We're almost all WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess 2019 is, kind of is what it is. I mean, that was AEW was around in 2019, right?
I believe 2018 was their inaugural year, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it? Wasn't it like the fall of 2018?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 2019 was New Year's Day was when it was announced. I just want to put this out here. I went through the 2021 Russell Daughter Awards, Buzz.
Yeah.
2021. This is December 28th, 2021. We did the Russell Daughter Awards. We had our little things next to our names. Crow. The C stands for clinch the playoffs.
Hey, look at you guys making the playoffs back in 20.
Buzz.
Yeah.
The B stands for the most devastating letters in history. R.K.
Bro. Oh my gosh.
Trey. The T stands for terrible football team in Chicago. We really suck.
It's a good thing
Fuck
some things never
Matt
change.
Nagy.
It's
I
good-
know this time next year I will be happy with our new coach, but right now I really am not.
Boy, if you only knew.
Oh man. Oh,
Well,
let's get out of here.
yeah, let's get out of here. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Bay Podcast. Updated outro coming soon.
Yep.
We will see you guys next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, guys.